The term cosmopolitanism can be traced back to ancient Greece. It is compound from a combination of the terms cosmos, meaning the world as a whole, and the word polis, meaning a self-governing political entity. Cosmopolitanism is about worldview and puts emphasis on two scales, the individual and the global. This does not mean that one cannot view oneself as a national subject as well as a global one, but that the individual's primary allegiance lies towards a global world of individuals holding equal rights and a general value as humans. Cosmopolitanism as ideology thus includes a moral universalism. We can actually see this version of cosmopolitanism practiced by NGOs such as Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch. It is also attempted governed by the UN's Universal Declaration of Human Rights. However, a practical limitation for this ideology is that it is difficult for most people to identify somewhat equally with individuals everywhere. People from Europe, for an example, tend to respond more to terrorist attacks in Paris than in Syria. But cosmopolitanism has become more than a concern with individual rights on a global scale. The term cosmopolitan is used to describe an individual willingness and ability to engage with different people from different cultures. However, all individuals in all cultures will have to uphold universal standards for human rights to be acceptable to the cosmopolitan. One of the most well-known scholarly publications on cosmopolitanism, Cosmopolitan Vision by sociologist Ulrich Beck, portrays cosmopolitanism as a necessary response to a recent globalized world order causing global crises like the climate changes. Beck's work has however been criticized by sociologist Robert J. Holton, who points out that neither globalization nor global crisis is historically new. It is also important to hold in mind, as political scientist David Health has pointed out, that an increase in globalization does not necessarily create increased openness in the political climate, as evident in the recent rise in right-wing nationalism. Summing up, we can conclude on some general understanding of cosmopolitanism that it includes a worldview in which the cosmopolitan subject sees itself as situated in a world of individuals with fundamentally equal rights and obligations towards each other, and that this position typically includes a relative intercultural openness and inclusiveness, but that this ideology and worldview is rarely fully practiced. I hope that this has made you a little wiser and a lot more curious on cosmopolitanism. Remember that you can see the references for this presentation in the description of the film.